Dear viewer, tonight I'm going to tell you a story so chilling, so twisted, that it haunted an entire town for over a decade. This isn't a movie. This isn't a Netflix special. This is real, and it happened in plain sight. Our story begins in a quiet neighborhood in Indianapolis, Indiana. In 2004, the Klein family had everything. A booming real estate business, 3 beautiful children, and a mansion that sat behind iron gates. But behind those gates was a secret that no one, not even their closest friends, could imagine, because what the world saw was a successful American dream. What the world didn't see was a monster in the basement. Chapter 1, The Perfect Mask. James Klein was charming. Everyone said so. He coached Little League, donated to local charities, and gave out free legal advice on community radio. But something always felt off. His wife, Angela, rarely spoke. At PTA meetings, she smiled and nodded, but never said a word. Their children? Always well-behaved, almost too well-behaved. Neighbors chalked it up to strict parenting. But the truth? The truth would only be discovered 13 years later, when a 911 call shattered the illusion. Chapter 2, The Call That Changed Everything. It was a Tuesday night. A girl's voice, shaky but determined, whispered into the phone. My name is Olivia Klein. I'm 17. My father has been keeping us locked in the basement for 12 years. Please help. Dispatchers thought it was a prank, but within minutes, police were at the mansion. What they found was a hidden steel-reinforced door behind a false wall in the wine cellar. Inside, 3 children, malnourished, pale, terrified, and Angela, the mother, barely conscious. Olivia had escaped through a small laundry chute, while James was away on a business trip. Chapter 3, The Monster Within. So who was James Klein really? Investigators uncovered a twisted psychology. He believed the world was corrupt, and that by isolating his family, he was purifying them. But there was more. He'd installed cameras everywhere, not for protection, but for control. He forced his family to follow a strict schedule. 6 a.m., wake. 6:05, recite obedience mantras. 6:10, cold showers. 6:30, silence. No birthdays. No holidays. No sunlight. If anyone disobeyed, they went into the box. A coffin-sized compartment beneath the floorboards, soundproofed and pitch black. His youngest son spent 4 days in there for crying during dinner. Chapter 4, The Trial. The courtroom was packed. America wanted justice. James walked in like a man who still believed he'd done nothing wrong. His lawyers claimed mental illness. But Olivia testified for 6 hours straight. No tears. No trembling. Just the raw, horrifying truth. She described how she secretly read books James left behind, how she planned their escape for 2 years, and how, one day, she found a rusted screwdriver. That screwdriver helped her break the latch to the laundry chute. Chapter 5, Justice and Healing. James Klein was sentenced to 9 consecutive life terms without parole, but the story doesn't end there. Olivia is now a social worker. Her siblings, now adults, are pursuing careers in law and psychology. And Angela, she's learning to live again. She recently spoke at a domestic abuse conference, saying, "My daughter saved my life." The mansion was demolished in 2022. In its place now stands a community garden. The city named it Olivia's Hope. /closing, slow, reflective tone. Dear viewer, evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it wears a smile, lives next door, and tells you everything's fine. But the truth always finds a way to escape. And sometimes that escape begins with a single whisper into the phone. Stay curious. Stay vigilant. And as always, thank you for watching. Would you like a thumbnail for this script as well, or a description to go with the video?